On our second full day in Palawan, we embarked on an island hopping tour of Honda Bay to experience 3 of its islands. In this episode, we'll take a short drive from our farmstay to Honda Bay, where we'll board a boat to explore Starfish Island. After having lunch there, we'll travel to Luli Island for some fun, and then to Cowrie Island for some relaxation before heading back to the mainland. So, the activity for today will be island hopping in Honda Bay. I think we're going to 3 islands, do some swimming, do some beaches. It should be a lot of fun. The cabins at La Virginia Farm is located less than 10 minutes from Honda Bay, so after our tour guide picked us up, we were there in no time. From the City of Puerto Princesa, the boat terminal in barangay Santa Lourdes is the primary jumping-off point for tours of the islands in Honda Bay. With boats arriving and departing constantly, this small port is bustling with activity. The ride to our first island would take 36 minutes. Our boat is ready. We're about to get on it to start our island hopping tour of Honda Bay. Should be good. I love the floating dock they have here. Very cool.
So wobbly.
It is very wobbly. After you, my love. I'll catch you if you fall.
Testing our balance. And everyone, I would like to let you know that it's a bit low tide right now. And the first destination that we were going to be visited, that will be the Starfish Island. From here, going there is more or less 30 minutes.
I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. 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 I'm on my way now.
We've arrived at our first island, Starfish Island.
Slippery.
Yeah. Well, that's beautiful here. Well, we have settled in on Starfish Island. I'm gonna take a look around. It's very peaceful here. It's not crowded, which is nice.
I think tourists are about to pour in starting December.
Yeah. So, end of November. Seems like a good time to be here. Also, the weather is great. It was forecasted to be thunderstorms basically all week, but I don't see any sign of rain today, so it's looking pretty good.
I want to dip my feet in the water, but the water is so far.
We have this rocky beach here.
Because it's low tide right now.
Oh, that's right. It is low tide. That's exactly why it looks like this. In fact, so it'll look like that later. There's a ton of sea urchins around here as well.
I want to get closer to here because the fishes are swimming.
Let's see what we can see in the water. I see some fish swimming around. Big ones and, well, not big, but what is that? Is that even a fish? Is that a lobster? What is a tiny little, what is that?
Probably have, yes, I think they have lobsters and some sort of shrimp. They have a lot.
Oh yeah, the water feels great. I guess you have to walk out a little further to get to the sea urchins. It's probably good because I don't want to step on them. What?
Violent waves.
Yeah, it's very calm here.
This is the kind of beach I like.
This is the kind of beach I like as well.
I mean, I could use a little less rocks, but the rocks means there's a lot more fishes and life though.
Yeah, it's very nice. I want to see what this donut-shaped rock is, if there's anything in it. What if that's naturally formed that way, or if it's something else that's just turned into, it's been covered in sand and rock.
Yeah, baby fishy over there. The rock formation
Oh, I
there.
see him.
I see him. He's so cute.
Yeah. I'm gonna scare him away.
No, he won't. You won't. I think they're used to people.
It's beautiful here.
And it feels so great.
They're selling fresh seafood here. Got sea urchins, other things. Various mollusk-related, mollusk family animals.
It's a mud crab.
Yeah.
That's what they're called in English.
Oh yeah, didn't even see that.
In Filipino, they're called alimango.
Mud crabs. It is hot. It's very hot. Well, it's not very hot. It's only in the mid to upper 80s Fahrenheit. Looks like we could walk through here.
There's also a clump of
Trees?
mangrove.
Yeah,
These are mangrove trees.
mangrove trees. Watch your step.
Yes. Not mango, mangrove.
Yes. It is fun. It's nice when you're in the Philippines to be on an island that isn't packed with tourists or other people. Yeah. Oh, that goes out for a while, doesn't it? Very cool.
What's that? Oh, it's a person.
Where? Oh yeah, there's a person out there.
Maybe they're catching some oysters or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels so good over here.
It does, it feels very nice. The wind is exceptional.
Oh, and we can stand in the shade.
Can. I'll be right back. It's absolutely picturesque on this island. $60.
Exchange rate is currently 55, 30 something, 0.30 something. There's a bunch of people there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Curious
people.
what they're doing. Maybe we should walk up to them.
We could try. Look at all these mangroves. I always thought these looked cool. The whole root structure coming up above the ground. They are. I don't recognize it as a horseshoe crab
It's
shell.
a pen shell.
Oh, that one? Yeah.
It tickles so much. He's tickling me so much. Okay, I need to put him down. He's panicking.
We have encountered our first starfish. I'll assume the presence of them here is one of the reasons it's named Starfish Island.
Oh, there's more here. They're just under.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Oh, I should be careful. I don't want to be scared.
We've stumbled upon a group of people collecting shells here on Starfish Island, way past the mangroves. At this time in the tidal cycle, the water on the far side of Starfish Island was ankle deep for half a kilometer from the shore. We walked out about a third of a kilometer before we turned to walk around the northern tip of the island.
That hill behind.
We've got a couple fresh bucos here. enjoy them before the feast begins.
It's so good. I like fresh ones.
Yes. At the end of our 2 hours on the island, we enjoyed a lunch of rice, fish, grilled pork, fresh fruit, fried bananas, salad, salted eggs, shrimp, and okra with bagaong, while getting to know the other members of our tour group before taking the 27-minute ride to our next island. Our time on Starship Island has come to an end. We're getting back on the boat and heading to the next island. We have 2 more, I believe. The next one, I'm gonna guess, is Luli Island. We'll find out. Thank you.
I'll be going away for a while. Oh, and I don't know what I'll find. Maybe I could be a rock star, playing songs on my guitar. I know I have to be somewhere else to be able to find myself. Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah. I'm on my way now. 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 I'm on my way now.
We have reached Luli Island. This island, wow. It's a lot smaller at high tide. This is low tide. Here on Luli Island, small strip of land, although it's a lot smaller at high tide. It is low tide right now. Beautiful scenery.
So I think this part here,
Yes.
is basically gone.
Yeah.
High tide, so
Right.
it looks more
Yeah,
like
you can tell by looking at it which parts are underwater at high tide. And all of that. So it's just this little strip in the middle that's above sea level at, or above the water at high tide.
Do you think it's less cool right now and we should have gone during high tide?
Well, I think it's cooler probably at high tide, but I mean, what's the difference really, other than just, oh, look at the tiny island. Luli Island offers swimming, snorkeling, and various opportunities for fun picture taking. At high tide, the interior is flooded, leaving just a thin strip of dry land a few meters across around the perimeter. We spent less than an hour here before taking the 19-minute ride to our final island. Well, we've had a blast here on Luli Island. Did everything there is to offer. There's not much to do here, obviously. It's just a small strip of land. It's larger right now because it's low tide. At high tide, it's just this little strip of sand. Sometimes, some parts of it, you have to go just directly through the water just to even get on this small strip of sand. But right now, this is not high tide. There's lots of sand here. We got a bunch of fun forced perspective photos taken over there, like we're holding up different giant things and stuff like that. Now we're just relaxing before we head to the third island.
It's a tiny spider. It's just a house jumping spider.
Yeah.
Don't do anything bad.
We are done with Luli Island. So we're heading back to the boat to go to our third and final island on this little island hopping adventure.
last island, that would be the Cowrie Island. From here going there is more or less 10 to 15 minutes.
I don't want to brag on my vibes. I just wanna go my own way. 'Cause I am on my way. I am on my way. I am on my way. I am on my
We have arrived at our third and final island of the day, Cowrie Island. So the last one, Luli Island, was just a little strip. It was mostly for taking fun photos and things like this. This has more activities to do. You can get massages here and relaxing.
That's really fine.
Yeah, the sand is quite fine here. It's very fine. It's like,
It's white sand.
yeah, white sand.
Ay, nag-inom. Nag-guess pa naman ako
A little tropical paradise. I'll pass on the henna tattoo. Alright, we've been on Cowrie Island for a little while now. Looked at some of the shops. Took some shots with the drone. Got some refreshing beverages. Now we're just kind of exploring the island. Of the 3 islands we visited this day, Cowrie was the largest, closest to the mainland, and the busiest, though still not overly crowded. We used the hour and 20 minutes we spent on the island shopping, strolling, relaxing, taking photos, and eating at the Cowrie Island restaurant. I can't come to an island that has halo halo available without getting the halo halo. So we're gonna see. It's actually not on the list, but I think they might have what they need to make it. We'll see. How much is it? 180.
Okay, here you go.
Isa lang po. Isa lang.
Thank you. We have our halo halo now. Of course, halo halo means mix mix. So what we have to do first, we have to mix this, get it all mixed in. Because all the good stuff's at the bottom. All right, that's good enough. We can start enjoying it now. Got jellies and often beans. I don't actually see any beans in this one. There's a big hunk of ube on top of it. Good stuff. The best halo halo I ever had was on a island in, where was that? Well, it was in Bataan, but where? I don't know either.
That island that you didn't like.
Well, I like the halo halo on it. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. You can't really screw up halo halo. It's a recipe for enjoyment. Time on Cowrie Island has come to an end. Head back to Puerto Princesa. Back to our bed and breakfast on the farm. Well, that was a nice island. Mostly relaxation, taking a few photos, just kind of chilling out and enjoying the island vibes.
Everyone over here visiting here.
During the 12-minute ride back to the boat terminal, we reflected on the islands we visited that day. We agreed that Starfish Island was our favorite, being the least crowded and most fun to explore. All right. Our
Careful, everyone, careful.
island hopping adventure in the Honda Bay has come to an end. Now we gotta get back onto this wobbly floating dock. It'll be fun.
Oh my goodness.
What do you think, babe?
Pretty great.
It was pretty great. 10 out of 10 would do again. I very nearly did fall off.
Earthquake.
Earthquake. Yeah. The water's gotten a little bit rougher since we got onto it last time. The wind has picked up a bit. I think that's probably the big difference.
That's our caravan. Can change your slippers.
Well, back to the cabins at La Virginia Farm. After returning to our farm stay, we made arrangements for what we'd do the next day, and then relaxed. In the next episode, we'll head south for a tour of the City of Puerto Princesa. As always, information about the places in this episode can be found in the description. Thank you for watching.